What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to do another video similar to what I did with the Christmas video, and just wish everybody a happy new year. And I know it's a day early, but like with the Christmas video, I'm not going to be, I'm going to be out of pocket tomorrow, so I'm not going to have time to do a video. I say that I might do an update tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. There's not a whole bunch to show because we had a freeze last week, and it actually, I think it was Christmas Eve, Christmas night, one or the other, that we actually had the freeze. It got down to 31 at my house, and so I covered up plants and wrapped the base of a bunch of the I feel like more susceptible trees, like the mango and the star fruit, the more very, very tropical trees, so that hopefully it would protect the roots, so that if the tree does die back, I can cut it back, and the roots are still alive, so it'll send up a new tree. I have noticed some damage from the freeze. I don't know if the pumpkins are going to make it or not, it's upsetting because I've got, like I said, I've got like 9 or 10 pumpkins that are growing, but the plants don't look good. I can tell the freeze got to them. They're not really, like I've said in earlier videos, I did this just to see if I could do it, because it's not, these Seminole pumpkins are not really supposed to grow this time of year, and now I see why, because they just need too much time to ripen. And even though I planted them back in the fall and they were growing really well and put on pumpkins and stuff, now we're in winter and we had a freeze, and that just, they can't handle it. So I'm just going to leave them. We'll see what happens. If I have time to record a video tomorrow, I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as the freeze damage. But yeah, and I'm afraid my bananas are going to be toast. We'll see what happens, but they don't look very good. There's one pup that was kind of underneath everything that hopefully will hopefully it will survive, but the other ones, it looks pretty rough. But we just have to wait and see how it does, and keep checking on it. And I'm gonna keep watering it and tending to it, and see what happens. It may just a bunch of the leaves die back, and I can just cut those off and use them as chop and drop, and then let them kind of come back. But that was the coldest Christmas that we had in, I don't remember how many years. I think it was like decades. That was the coldest Christmas. We don't normally get freezing temperatures on a Christmas. If we're going to have any freezing temperatures in Florida, at least in my area, it's going to be in January, February, maybe March, but usually January, February. So what we're heading into, so it's not over yet. I hope we don't have any more freezes, just because I don't like cold weather. But we'll see what happens. And I don't know, like I said, with the annual beds, I don't know what's going to survive, what's not going to survive. The beans I pulled up because they were done anyways, so I just went ahead and pulled them up. I got some that I let go to seed, and I've already saved those, and we picked all the ones that we got probably a little over a gallon of, I know that's kind of hard to think about because they're not liquid, but picture a gallon-sized freezer bag. We probably got a little over that, but we had about a gallon. We ate some, and then I added some more, so a little bit over a gallon. So they did well. Again, they're not meant for the cold weather, but they grow fast and produce fast, and then kind of give up fast. So it's not like I have to wait for them, you know, like I did with the pumpkins. So they're done. The sunflowers are pretty much, my daughter's sunflowers pretty much almost done. The last 3 that needed to bloom have bloomed. And the cool thing about it is it's attracted bees, and it's fun to watch them because the flowers are huge because they're the mammoth sunflowers. So they're crawling all around in the middle. But we'll see what happens with that. The chayote squash did get burned, but I don't know if the entire plant got burned. You know, it's kind of a wait and see kind of how much of it's going to get burned. Like I said, now my daughter's pumpkins actually look better than mine, so they may have fared better than mine. But the ones that I planted, they just, I don't think that they're going to survive. I think that the freeze just burned them too bad, so I think they're done. And with the trees, my everbearing took some damage. The bananas, as I said, took some damage. The fig is pretty much dormant. There's still some leaves trying to pop out, but it may go completely dormant now that we had a freeze. But it's all right. I haven't noticed on the avocados or the mango that there's any damage. There may be a little bit of damage on the acerola, but doesn't seem too bad. It's starting to get big enough. Like some of these trees are starting to get hardy enough that they'll manage. You know, they'll survive. My biggest loquat may have taken some damage, but as of right now, it still looks like it's okay. So let's just hope. Excuse me about that. Let's just hope that, you know, we don't have a ton of freezes. We'll see how things go, because like I said, we're going into the time of the year where normally if we're going to have a freeze, it's going to happen this time. Although now it's funny because this past Christmas was the coldest Christmas we'd had in decades, and this New Year's Eve and day and stuff like that are going to be on the books as some of the warmest we've had in decades. So weather's all over the place. It's partly why I am just staying sick. I'm still, you know, I had to go back to the doctor this week. I'm still all congested. This time of year is hard on me. I don't handle the weather this time of year very well. But anyways, that's enough about me. We're not here to talk about me so much as what I'm doing on the homestead. So that's pretty much all that's going on. I wanted to make another video because I've been slacking. But like I've said before, and I keep repeating myself, but I just want to reiterate, you know, there's not a lot going on right now. This time of year is kind of as far as growing things, this time of year is kind of a dead time of year. Annual gardens don't really do a whole bunch. I do have some kale getting bigger, but I don't know if it's really going to do all that well because the soil that I put it in is not that great. I never did any broccoli or anything like that, and at this point it's too late, because you want to get that started earlier so it has time to grow while it's cold and not, you know, grow and start producing as it's starting to warm up, because by March, you know, March and April we will start warming up here. So, and you know, pretty much by the end of March and beginning of April we'll get a stray cold front coming through, so we'll have some cold weather, but it'll start getting up and staying. You know, our spring weather starts and it starts staying in like the 80s and stuff like that, whereas a lot of the rest of the countries is still having snow and really cold wintry temperatures. I can't wait for that. My favorite time of the year as far as like temperatures and stuff go is during spring. But we'll see what's going on. Hopefully I won't have a bunch of damage to my trees. I'm keeping an eye on them. I tried out a new a gift I got for Christmas. My wife got me a kind of like a Rainbird style sprinkler head on one of those tripods where you can kind of raise it up so it gets a little bit higher. I tried that for the first time today. Gonna still have to make some adjustments. You know, we don't have the strongest water pressure where we are because we're on a well and everything. So I want to be able to get the entire food forest, and I would love to be able to get the annual garden, but if not, that's, you know, I can use the other sprinkler. But I'd like to be able to get the entire food forest in one fell swoop with the Rainbird. If not, I, you know, if I can, I can't, but I'm going to try to figure out how to do it. You know, I may need to just raise the sprinkler up some. I may need to turn the water pressure up a little bit. Just, I'm going to have to tinker with things and see if I can get them to where it'll hit the whole area. It covered a majority of it today, but not as much as I wanted. But it did, it worked. So, so yeah, so majority of the trees got watered, so I just have to, I'm gonna have to water the rest tomorrow. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have time to do a video tomorrow so I can actually show you, you know, the damage and what it looks like, and kind of show you just some things that's going on. But like I said, not a lot going on, but I just wanted to do a video to wish everybody a happy new year, and hope everybody enjoys themselves New Year's Eve. Don't do anything stupid. Have fun, but be safe, be smart about it. And if I don't record tomorrow, then my next video will be next year. So if I record tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you all next year. Thank you for anyone who watches now. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Please continue to do so. I promise when things, you know, come around to the spring and warm up and stuff like that, it will be a lot more active as I'm putting out the spring garden and getting stuff going more and more with the food forests, the fruit trees and everything. So yes, please continue to like, subscribe, share, comment. I appreciate everything so far, and have a good New Year's, and I will talk to you later.